case you didn't know, this is a Block Tales video, and I'll be trying to beat Demo 1 on hard mode. I'll just go straight to the point here and explain the rules that I've made up for this. Number 1, use hard mode. 2, no sword. 3, no healing items. 4, SP or battle items are the only things allowed that I can use in battle. And lastly, solo. That means no multiplayer and no help. I have to do this all on my own. So, starting off with Tutorial Terry kicking me out and telling me to get out of his room, I talked with the receptionist and he said that I have to go talk to this Shedletsky guy at Roblox HQ. Of course, I go do it as the protagonist in the game and head on to Roblox HQ, where there's an army of little guys wanting to fight me. So, obviously I beat them up. Here we meet the first bosses of Demo 1, Red and Blue, who had beaten up Shedletsky, who is now on the floor. Now, my plan was to get rid of Red first, because he had more health than Blue, but of course that didn't work out, and because of this. So obviously, I tried again, with the goal of picking at both of their health this time so I wouldn't deal with the damage buff for that long if either of them go down first. And that didn't really work either, but eventually on the third try it worked. Here's the gameplay if you don't believe me. We talk with Shedletsky and he says that Builderman was kidnapped and someone is trying to find the sword fight of the height swords. So he gives us a plain wooden sword and I'm just tasked with finding Builderman. Actually, something I forgot was the sharp enemies that I'd be encountering later on. So I bought a lot of bombs with whatever ticks I have at the moment. eventually find Red and Blue's boss, Nubador, who wants to beat me up, with Red and Blue helping him out. Now, what could possibly go wrong? I just have to beat him first, then get rid of Red and Blue, and yeah, it didn't work. So I ended up using a bomb to get rid of Red and Blue and just fight Nubador after. And I'm not kidding, I was hanging by a thread. I survived on 1 HP. I don't know how I did that, but hey, we won, so it's fine. Chapter 1 finally starts and we need to go to this cave. But first, a small trip back to Bisville to buy more bombs because of the sharp enemies. I just ran away from them instead. I also tried fighting a bear, but it was not worth it. So I beat Supreme Ant, and it was surprisingly easier compared to fighting Red, Blue, and Nubador. So after that, Supreme Ant explodes to bits and I arrive at Road Town where we need to talk with the mayor. But before that, I actually went and grabbed the snowball card from the penguin village behind the waterfall, ice fall, whatever it is. It was at this point that I found out you can get the fireball card in the cave, so I went back and grabbed it, and I'm glad I did because it made the fights easier to deal with, same with the snowball card. Banished Knight took me 3 tries to beat him because of how little the guard window is, especially on hard mode, and also because I'm terrible at dodging. First two attempts, I used Fireball, but it didn't work as much as Ice Ball did, and the fight ended up easier with that change. Banished Knight explodes, and back to beating up enemies we go. So after all that, we finally get the Dynamite and reach Blackrock. And I kept dying, and like I mentioned earlier, my dodging skills are bad. So I died more to the knights than I died to the actual bosses. So it's really disappointing. Sentient Statue is, I think, one of the difficult enemies that you can fight in Blocktails Demo 1. And it might take a while to actually... I ended up beating it on the first try. I'm starting to see a pattern with the bosses here. But I just hope that Cruel King isn't too much of a problem. My strategy for this Cruel King fight was to keep using Fireball and Dynamite. Now, the damage isn't too much of an issue here, but what really made this whole thing frustrating was that I couldn't time the damn Super Guard right, so that meant so many deaths. And it was to the point that I made 31 attempts and I thought it would be 10 or so, but nope, 31 tries trying to kill Cruel King. With each try, I ended up getting better at dodging the attacks and got the pattern down. It was also before the 32nd attempt that I put Safeguard because I wasn't using Line Bounce and Ice Ball. Because I thought it was useless. Now, did I beat Demo 1 on hard mode, or did I ultimately give up and it was all a waste of time? I finally beat Demo 1 on hard mode at the cost of my sanity and many attempts. I got the achievement. That leaves the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this random video till the end. If you're still here, that is. Anyway, I had fun with this challenge. It's not that hardcore compared to others, but I like playing through this. There's a good chance for me to continue this with Demo 2 in future chapters, so maybe stay tuned for that. Yeah, and that's all. Bye!